Hello everyone. Today we are going to do some practice questions till now whatever we have learned, like if else conditional statements, loops. So we are going to practice some questions. Now our first question says a company decides to give a bonus to all its employees on Diwali. 5% bonus on salary is given to male workers and 10% bonus on salary to female workers. So we have to write a program to enter the salary and gender of the employee. Okay, so we have to basically program to get the salary of an employee. If salary, and now what it says, if the salary of employee is less than 10,000, then the employee get extra 2% bonus on the salary. Now calculate the bonus that must be given to the employee and display the salary that the employee will get. So basically, if any employee have, first of all, what it says that 5% bonus will be given to a male and 10% to a female. This one is clear. Now, if an employee have salary less than 10,000, then he will get 2% extra bonus. Like if a male have less than 10,000 salary, so the total bonus will he get will be 5 plus 2, which is equal to 7%, and for female it will be 12%. Now calculate the bonus that must be given to employee and display the salary that the employee will get. Okay, so we have to calculate the bonus, and then whatever their salaries, we have to add their salary and find out the final salary. So write a program to calculate bonus and total salary of an employee based on their salary and gender. So their salary depends on two things. First, are they male or female? And second, their salary is less than 10,000 or greater than 10,000. So here also have a given input format that what we have to take input. The first line contains a single floating point number representing employee salary. First of all, we have to take input of employee salary, and second line consists a single character which tells their gender, whether it is a male or a female, because their salary also depend, because their bonus of their salary also depend on their gender. So now the output will be the first line displays bonus in two decimals, and the second line displays the total salary formatted to the two decimal. So this is a we have asked, so here we will use if else conditional statements. So first we have to take the input of salary, which will be floating point value, float input, and the salary amount. This is our first statement, and second is their gender. Gender we will do only input, enter the gender. Now, according to their gender and their salary, we have to find out their bonus and total salary, including that bonus. So first, if I write, first condition will be it's a male and its salary is less than 10,000 if gender equals to male. Here we have to use capital M. Why? Because it told already in the question, either it is M or F, means male or female. So we will work on the capital letters only. And we have put the logical and the salary less than 10,000. Then their bonus, so how much will be their bonus? First it is a male, then it will get 5% bonus and its salary is less than 10,000. Then its total bonus will be 5% plus 2%. So how much will it be? Total bonus is 7%. So it will be 10,000. No, salary into 7 divided by 100. Is it correct? Salary into 7 divided by, because it is a 7% of their salary. 7% of their salary to 7 divided by 100 into salary. So yeah, this is correct. This will be their bonus. And if we want to calculate the salary, their salary will be actual salary. Or you can say the final salary including bonus will be this bonus. Now we just need to print these. Now we have to print the output in two decimal places, right? So I have told you in our last practice lecture where how do we write a two decimal place value. So how it will be? It will be a formatted display. So it will be as bonus, then colon, then dot to F. And then we have to print the salary. Salary is also in the two decimal place, 2F. Now this is our one condition. Similarly, this is a one condition. Similarly, we have more three conditions. If I copy whole this thing, here we have male and salary less than 10,000. Now, when we have our male and salary will be greater than 10,000, these both conditions will be true. Then its bonus will be only 5. There will be no extra 2%. As we have written question, if there is salary less than 10,000, then it will get extra 2% bonus. So we have removed the extra 2% and it will remain 5. Everything will remain same. We have done only two changes. Its salary is greater than 10,000, so its bonus will be only 5%, not 7%. And these two will remain same. Now here we have to change its gender and its salary. If its salary is less than 10,000, then if I check in the question that salary for female is a 10%, and if its salary is less than 10,000, then it will get extra 2%. So the total value of their bonus will be 12%. Yes, it will be 12%. So according to that, their bonus and salary will be calculated, and salary will be an input. And if it is a female and if their salary is greater than 10,000, then its bonus will remain as 10%, and everything will remain same. So these our four condition will be there. Here we need to use elif, 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 elif. Yeah, we can use a else also, but suppose we want to also add any invalid condition, then there we can use else. Here we have a condition, so we will use else. Okay, so this is our question one. It will give us a correct answer if I run command and try to get the answer. Like if I have salary, yeah, one more. Here it says that if their salary is less than 10,000, if the question is if their salary is less than or equal to 10,000, then we will also use a equals to. But here it doesn't say that it should also be a 10,000. It only says less than 10,000, not equals to. So we will use here only less than. Okay. Now if I run this command, I have to run this command again and enter the salary. If I write 10,000, then I write the gender as male. So yeah, as I was telling that it only says about less than 10,000. Then here we have to add equals to also where condition is greater than 10,000. Okay. So it says only a male with having salary less than 10,000. Then only extra bonus. Else, if it is 10,000 or greater than 10,000, then only they will not get extra 2% bonus. Same for the female. Now if I run the command and enter the, like, we have 20,000 and gender is female, then its bonus will be this and salary will be this. Salary is our 20,000 into 10 divided by 100. So yeah, 2,000. Bonus and then plus salary 2,000, 2,02,000, 22,000. Sorry. This is our program for our first question. Now we'll move to second question. Now here he is saying you are standing in a queue to buy ticket for a concert. Means you are standing in a line where everyone is buying a ticket for a concert and you are at any position. There are n economy tickets available, each at a fixed price. There are so basically this means there are a limited number of economy tickets and they all have a fixed price. And if you arrive after all the economy tickets are sold out, you will have to buy a VIP ticket. Means If before you reach, if all the economy tickets are sold out, then you have to buy VIP ticket, and VIP ticket have price more, and its price increase by 5 units for every person ahead of you beyond the economy ticket count. So first of all, what this the question means. Suppose we have 10 economy tickets. Suppose we have how many economy tickets? We have 10 economy tickets. So person is standing in line first, then second person, then third, then fourth, then fifth, then sixth, then seventh, then eighth, then ninth, then 10th, then 11th. Suppose you are standing at here. Our economy ticket ends here, and you are standing here. Suppose you are standing in 13 position, but the economy tickets are sold, but economy tickets are left only 10. So because you got late, so you are not in time, and when the 10th person take the last economy ticket, then you have to take VIP ticket. So it is saying when you have to buy VIP ticket, that means all the economy tickets are sold, and VIP tickets prices increase by 5 units for every person ahead of you beyond the ticket count. 5 units increase, it will increase by 5 units. So here at 10 position, economy ticket got sold out. Now from the 11th position, the economy ticket will be of 5 rupees. Sorry, not 5 rupees, but suppose we have the cost of economy ticket is suppose 100. So, okay, so the from person 1 to 10, they all will give only 100 rupees. When when the all the ticket go economy ticket got sold out, then from the person at 11th position have to give economy ticket price also, that means 100, and also plus 5 rupees, because it says that the VIP ticket cost price increased by 5 units for every person beyond the economy ticket count. Beyond means after the economy ticket, all the economy ticket got sold out. From that, the 5 rupees get increased for each person beyond you. So here 5 rupees increases, plus 5 here will happen. More plus 5 here will happen. And you also give plus 5. Means here the price, here what will the price? If one economy ticket have price of 100, then we person at 11th position have to give more 5 rupees, means 105 rupees. Then the person at the 12th position have to give more 5 rupees, means 110. Now when it get to your turn, then you have to give more 5 rupees, means 115 rupees. So that is what our question is talking about. its price increases by 5 units for every person of you beyond the economy ticket count. So that's the means of the question we have. I hope you understand what is the meaning of the question. So I have basically taken an example so that you can understand. Now, if we talk about the solution, first take the input format. Basically, we have to write a program to calculate how much you need to pay based on your position. If your position got increases, suppose you got 14th position, then you have to give 120 rupees. And if also there is a case, there are two cases. If you are late, then you have to give, then your price will increase by 5 according to the position you have. And the second case is if you are early, then you have to give only 100 rupees, whatever your position is. Okay, so it depends on the number of tickets. If the number of tickets is 10 and your position is 6, then you will get only 100, then you have to only pay 100 rupees. If your position is 9, then only you have to pay 100. If your position is 10, then only you have to pay 100 rupees. If you came at the position 11, then from here you have your price will increase plus 5, then again plus 5, then again plus 5. Now, the input format. First line will be an integer representing economy tickets available. So we have our n as int. We will take input, enter the number of tickets. Now second input is also an integer representing cost. Cost of economy ticket. Let's say this. It will be also an integer. Will be cost of economy ticket. Now our third input is also an integer which represents your, which tells your position. So your position in input, enter your position. Now we have take the all inputs. Now we have to find that what will be the cost you need to pay. So there will be two cases. First case, if you are under the, if you are early, if you are under the limit of the number of economy tickets. If your position is less than or equal to n, then what you need to do, then print the cost of economy ticket. Else, now you need to calculate the if you need to calculate that what amount you have to pay on based on your position. Like if we have 100 and you are at the 13th position, so means, so how it will be calculated? Like the 100 is fixed that you have to give the 100 rupees plus how much extra you need to pay based on your position is, like if you are 13, that means 5 is plus 3 times. So if I do 13 minus 10, if I do 13 minus 10, then what will I get? The extra position amount I need to pay. That means my position minus the n number of tickets, and its price increases by 5, so I need to multiply 5. So where I can write amount to pay. Here also, here comma. Now I will copy this and print. So this will be our whole logic. If we want to solve this particular question at in output, there will be an integer. So we do not require to do our formatting like 2f or something. Now if I run this command, it will say enter the ticket number of tickets. Let's say 10 and enter the cost of one ticket. It will be 100. Enter your position 13. Then what will we got? Amount to pay 150 that we have seen in the example. So this is the solution of our second question. Now we will move towards the third question. Now our third question says it basically means it's a very simple question. You are a geometry teacher designing a programming exercise for your students to classify triangles based on their side lengths. The task is to write a Python program that reads three integers representing the length of the sides of triangle. Okay, so we need to make a Python program in which we have given three integers which are the three lengths of the side of triangle. So the program should then print whether the triangle is equilateral, isosceles or scalene. Basically means we have given three lengths and we have to find out what type of triangle it is. So in output format we have shown that if we have equilateral, that means all three sides will be equal. Isosceles, that means two sides are equal. And scalene means all sides are different. So here also we will use if elif else conditions using logical operator. First of all, we need to create three conditions. First for equilateral, then isosceles, then scalene. Before that, we need to take input. That first line of input contains integer, represent length of one side, then second side, then third side. So if I say S1 or I will write side 1 is our integer input, enter the length of side 1. Similarly, copy Here it will be 2, here it will be 3, here also it will be 2, here also it will be 3. Now we have taken the sides of triangle. Now we will create conditions. First for equilateral, for that we have all sides to be equal. So how we will do this? We have to create a condition that will tell that all sides are equal. For that what we will do? Side 1 equals to side 2 equals to side 3. This will be condition for our equilateral. And if now for isosceles, we have two sides equal and third side will be different. Now what we will do for that? For that we will create, here for equilibrium we have only, you can see only one condition, right? We have used two logical operators, 2 times equals to. Now we have to create here three conditions for, like, any two sides will be equal, right? Like suppose we have side 1, side 2, side 3. Suppose side 1 is equal to side 3, but side this is not equals to. Okay. And second condition, suppose side 2 is equals to side 3, but not equals to side 1. And third one is 1 and 3 are equal, but not equal, 2 is not equal. So here we have three conditions for isosceles triangle. We have three conditions. So how we will do this? So side 1 equals to side 2, but not equals to side 3. This is our first condition. Now here we will use OR operator, because if any of the condition become true, that means it is an isosceles triangle. Now here if side 2 equals to side 3 but not equals to side 1, then OR, then side 3 equals to side 1 and not equals to side 2. So this is our three condition for isosceles triangle. Here we will print A and else our one condition is remaining only. You can write what is the scaline. That will be similar to, if I want to use elif here, then what will I write? What will be our conditions? That side 1 not equal to side 2, then not equal to side 3. But here we can use else also, because not there is not any other condition left. So we can use else without writing any condition. So it will be scalene triangle. So this is will be our program for our third question. Now if I check, is it working? Side 1, let's take 5. If I take side 2 again 5, and if I side 3 as 8, then isosceles. If I write 5, then 5, then 5, then equilateral. And if I write here 3, 5, 7, then scaling. Okay. So this is much we have asked about triangle. According to the sides, yes, there are some conditions like if there are some condition if we put any invalid length of side, then it do not make triangle. But here it is not asked about. So we will move on to another question. It depends on angle. If we have different length, suppose we have a invalid side, very small side that it don't reaches to another side of triangle, that it don't become triangle. It depends on angle also. So yeah, so this is our second last. Then we will do this one. So let's come to the our fourth question, right? Yeah, fourth. Here you are hosting an online math competition where only students with composite registration number can participate in advanced math challenge. A composite number is defined as a number greater than 3 that has at least one divisor other than 1 and itself. Write a Python program. Basically what it says that students having composite registration number can participate. Composite number is defined as number greater than 3 at least one divisor. So here, if a student get a composite registration number, that means I hope you remember what is prime number and composite number. Prime number are which get divides only with the one and itself. But composite number doesn't follow this rule. It divides by more than one and itself. For like 4, it divides by 1, 2 and 4. So 4 is a composite number. So here student will get selected who have only composite registration numbers. So here it also we have to write a program that will check if number is composite. If the number is not composite, so we will write sorry, this competition not for student composite registration number. And if your number is composite, then you are eligible. So first of all, tell me how we find a prime number. What should we write a program? How should we write a program that it give us, it tells that this number is a prime or not. Suppose I have create a variable and store 5 here. So what should I write that it will tell it is a prime or not? So now if I tell you, here we will create a condition. Sorry, here we will create a loop for I in range. Before I tell you the program, if I tell you the logic here. So if we want to find that 5 is prime or not, then what we can notice one thing that a number, if it is a composite number, suppose say, then 8 is, yes, it is a composite number, we know that, but it is divisible with 1, 2, 4 and itself 8. So you can see that numbers lie between 1 to 8. 1 to 8 means 1 to that number which we want to find that it is a prime or not. Till that number, till that number only we can check that if there is any number who divides the our number, that only lie between 1 to 8 only. Suppose we use 10 here. Then what are the numbers that divides 10? 5 and then 10. So you can see beyond 10, 11 is not divide 10, 12 not divides 10. After 10, there is no number that divides 10 completely. Only these are the numbers which divides the 10. So basically what I mean to tell you is number between 1 and to the number that we want to find it is prime or not, till that only we need to check that is there any number lie that completely divides that number like 10. Like if we want to find that is there any number between 1 to 10 that completely divides the 10. So yes, there are numbers that divides 10 between 1 to 10. So that means 10 is a composite number. Let's suppose 5. Suppose we have a 5. So from 1 to 5 there is no number that divides 5 completely. There is not any number. So that means 5 is a prime number. So this is our logic we are going to use. That's why I use I in range. And what I range will I said from, we know that 1 divides every number. So we will go from 2 to that number which is num plus 1. No, we will take till num because we know that 5 is divisible now with itself. So we will want till 4. So 4, how will get that the endpoint we use that will not include it. So I hope you understand what I am trying to say. So for I have set the range. Now here at the condition if our num is divisible by I, means if our remainder is 0, then print prime, else print composite. So we have used the logic here. So first of all, tell me, is this correct? We have set the loop here. Now value of I will iterate through 2 to the num means 2 to 5. I will become 2, 3, 4, and it will check that will it dividing that number. Now if it is dividing, sorry, here it will be composite. Here it will be prime. So is this a correct? I think so it is not correct. So here you can see it is writing, yes, it is saying that prime, but it is saying prime multiple times. That times that our loop is iterating, like this loop is iterating for 3 times. That's why our prime is getting written 3 times. So what if I write here 6 then it's a composite, then prime. Now what is happening here? So if you see and try to understand what is happening in our code, that see for 6, let's go for 6. What is happening here? For 6, now see, when first of all I become 2, yes, I become 2. So it will check is 6 is divisible by 2. Yes, 6 is divisible by 2. By 2 will give us 0. So yes, it is conditional control. It will print composite. Now again, I will become 3. Yes, 3 also divides. So again, it will give us 0. Again, composite will print. Now we'll move towards 4. No, 4 not divide, right? 4 don't divide. Then it will give us remainder as, what will give it? It will give remainder as 2. 4 ones are 2 will do. Then 6 minus 4 is 2. Now if I write 5 here, 5 also don't 5. Then it gives us 1. So when our loop is iterating 4 times, first I becomes 0. That means it is dividing. That means if become true, that means composite will be printed. Then again 0, then again composite. Now if it become 2, it is not 0. So prime, then again not 0, then prime. So this is not the answer we want, right? So now what we will do here? How will I get the correct output? Here what will I do is, I will create a, inside for loop I will create a variable count, which I will initialize it with 0. If I initialize it with 0, now in condition 1, if it is divisible by 0, that means it is composite. Then I will write here, I want to plus it by 1. And here I want to just remain it as, I don't want to plus anything. Okay. So again, I will write a condition outside of the for loop. I hope you know, I told you that this indentation tells that this count lies under for loop. Again, same indentation, this if lie again for, else lie again for. Okay. So if I remove this indentation, then this code is outside the for loop. Okay, so now if I will write again one more condition, if my count is equals to remains 0, then print it is a prime, else print composite. Now let's dry run this code. Now if I take the example of 6, if I take the example of 6, here first I will become 2. So yeah, and count will become 0. So yes, here, what are we saying that, yes, 6 will become, sorry, I becomes 2, count becomes 0. So yes, 6 divided by 2, so 0, then count will become 1. From 0, it will update it to 1. Again 3, So condition become true. Again count become 2. Now for 4 and 5 condition, count will remain. There should be no addition, no updation in count. So if our count will remain 0, but our count is now become, there is plus 2 happen in count. So our count will become 2. But here we are checking that is count equals to 0? No. So if count is not equals to 0, then it means it is a composite number. Composite will get printed. So let's check. It is saying prime. Uh, so yeah, now it is correct. Basically, the error is we should not initialize count between after the for loop. We should always initialize count with 0 because count is always updating and it will not remain 0. Okay. So now if I run this command, num is our 5. If I run this, then we got prime. If I do here 8, then it is saying us composite. Now we are getting our right answer or output. So this is the logic for prime to find out that number is prime or a composite. So this same logic we will use here in our fourth question. So here basically it says now we will move towards, so basically if the number is composite then you are eligible, or otherwise not. If your number is a prime then it is not eligible same. And our input is a single integer representing registration number and output is our eligibility message. Okay. So here we have also given a sample test case like test case 1, enter your registration number, then you are eligible because we have entered 12. So yeah, 12 is a composite. So only minimal changes we have to do here, like if our number is prime, then we have to copy, sorry. And if your registration number is composite, so yes, you are eligible for challenge. And here, if I replace num with registration number, okay, I will take int input here. Enter the registration below. Everything all right? Our output format will be single line. Yeah. Now if I run this command, if I write registration number as whatever 8, then you are eligible. So yeah, um, you are eligible for the maths challenger. What is this? For the copy this value for the maths challenge. Again, I run this command. If I do 10, then yes, you are eligible. And if I write any prime number which is not a composite, then we got sorry. So our program is working correctly. So this is the solution. I hope you understand the concept of finding a prime number. If you understand the prime number, how to find prime, then you easily understand this question. Now our last question is, Joy is learning how to write a number pattern in Python. His teacher gave a task, the input should be an integer n which represent number of rows in pattern. Print a number pattern with n rows is pattern. So here is a sample example, like we have to print like this. Okay. We have to print a right angle triangle, but here is a number 1. First row will write 1, second row will be write number till 2, then third row till 3, fourth row till 4, fifth row till 5. Then you can notice a pattern here. For I in range. So if I talk about I, it will handle the rows, number of rows we want to use. So suppose we want to suppose 5 rows. So we need to go till 6. Okay. So I will tell about why I use 0 to 6. Sorry, 1 to 6. Why I not use directly 5, written 5 here. So now our column will handle our J. Okay. For J in range, for J, what will be our J? Our J will be I. We have to print J, and will be, there will be no space, and then we have to print. Oh, there is a one mistake. We getting our result. Mm, print J. Oh yeah, and equals to this. So now we will get a correct output. So yeah. But why is it giving 0? Okay. It will be 1 to I. Let me just, yes. Now I will explain you how this happened. J to I, it will be plus 1. Now we'll get the same output as sample. Now here what happen is, if you want to forget for this one, if you want to print a star right angle triangle. Suppose you want to print this. Now here you can notice one thing, that for first row means for first I, star is 1. For second row, for when I becomes 2, there is 2 star. When I become 3 star. When I become 4 star. So number of star are following the number of I. So what will be the logic here for I? Here I will write for I. What will be the range? Basically, I range is setting the number of rows. Our I range will be 4, and what will be our column? J in range. What will be the range of J? J will range also be 4, because we are printing last is 4 from 1 to 4. So what can I write here? I can write here I. I is basically when I is 1, sorry, when I is 0, then range of J will also be 0. That means if whatever the range is I is, that the range of J is, and eventually we want to print the star, and we don't want to go to the second line, then we will do this. Then for the starting of the another line, we write print here. I have told you in the last lecture. Now if I run this, I got here 3. Why? It because when I become 4 here, so J range is, sorry, when I becomes 3 here, see, let me show you here. When I becomes 0 here, because I range is 0 to 4. When first I becomes 0, that means J is also 0. Okay, so when J becomes 0, we will got our star. Now will J become 1? Will J become 1? I ask you, will J will become 1 here? No, because I is 0 and there is no other value. So again, we go to I, and I becomes 1. And what will be J? First, now J range is I. So means J range will become here when I become 1. So J range is 1. That means J is run for 0 to 1. But will the included? So here you can see that this star will also be not included, right? This will not included because this is only the endpoint. So 0 endpoint is not included. So J will not run. And when I become 1, then J first will run for 0, but he will not go to 1 because I told you that endpoint is not included. So when J becomes 0, then our star will be printed. And now again, I will become now 2. Here first J start from 0. We got our star. Then again J will become 1. We got our another star. In same line, because we use and equals to this. Now when I becomes 3, J range become from 0, then 1, then 2. That means we got the 3 star, right? So there will be no space. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to tell. So this is how a range is working. So it will remain I. Okay. This is how we got a, what if we want 4 rows? Then we have to write here 5. Now J will till go to here when this is a row when I is 4, I is 0. This is the row when I become 1, I become 2, and I become 3. Okay. So now if I do 1, 2, 6, and here if I run this command, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I got 5 because I have done the range of row from 1 to 5. So what if I print here not star, if I print here J? If I print J, then our J value will get printed instead of stars. And our J range according to the I, because we don't set 1 here, that's why we got 0. If I do this, then only we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the output we want. So this is the solution of our question. Okay. You can take also input for the row and column. If I tell you again, so let me just tell you row. Then I will write here I की जगह row plus 1. I will have to take row as in then input. If I write here 5, sorry, sorry. Mhm. Yeah, it should be I. Now here we got 4, right? We need to do here 4 plus. Then only we put 5. So we got 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right triangle, triangle. So I hope you understand this well. And if you have any doubt, please comment and also give your feedback that what I need to improve and how can I improve that. So this is enough for today's lecture. Thank you. From tomorrow, we will start our functions. Thank you.